One silly nod turned into the scariest day of Dodo's life, because by morning, the whole kingdom would be searching for a prince who never existed. In a cozy village called Carrot Creek, a small gray donkey named Dodo lived behind a tiny market stand. He had bright eyes and ears so floppy they bounced when he walked. Every morning, Dodo carried baskets of apples and bundles of hay down the dusty road. He worked hard. He helped everyone. Still, inside his chest, Dodo felt a sad little ache. He didn't want to be just a donkey. He wanted to feel special. Near the fountain, village kids loved to play pretend. "I'm the queen," Mina giggled, placing a flower on her head. "And I'm the brave prince," Horace shouted, swinging a stick like a sword. Dodo watched and thought, why do they cheer for pretend princes, but never for me? One afternoon, Mina brought Dodo a warm bun. "Hi, Dodo." "You look lonely," Mina whispered. Dodo snorted softly. He liked Mina. She was gentle, and she always made him feel noticed. From the doorway, Mina's mother called out. "Mina, remember our rule," Mina's mother said. "I know. Always tell the truth, even when it feels scary," Mina said, nodding. "And why do we tell the truth?" Mina's mother asked. "Because lies break trust," Mina said. "And they make hearts worry." Dodo's ears perked up. "Always tell the truth, because trust matters." He repeated it in his mind like a song. Mina patted his cheek. "Promise me, Dodo. No tricks. No pretending," Mina said. Dodo wanted to promise. He truly did. But that evening, something shiny changed everything. Near the woods, Dodo found a tipped cart with no driver. In the grass lay a velvet cape and a bent little crown, glittering in the moonlight. Maybe this is a sign, Dodo thought. He slid the cape over his back and balanced the crown between his ears. In his shadow, he didn't look like a tired helper. He looked royal. Just tonight, he decided. Then I'll return it. No harm. He took one step toward the village square, and his stomach flipped. A boy spotted him first. "Look, a royal animal," the boy shouted. "Is that a prince?" a girl squealed. Dodo lifted his chin, trying to look calm, but his hooves felt wiggly. Then a traveling guard rode in, staring hard at the cape and crown. "By the king's mustache. Are you the lost prince of Bramblewood?" the guard asked. Dodo froze. He wasn't a prince. Everyone stared. Everyone waited. And Dodo wanted the cheering to stay. So Dodo nodded. The crowd erupted. "A prince," someone shouted. "A real prince," another voice cried. "He came to our village," a third voice cheered. Dodo's face felt hot. "It's only one nod," he told himself. "I'll fix it tomorrow." But the guard turned his horse at once and galloped away to send a message to the palace. That night, the lie tightened like a rope. "Everyone, the prince will stay in Carrot Creek tonight," Mayor Pomegranate announced, bursting into the square. Lanterns were hung. Music started. People clapped and laughed. Dodo glanced at the road. He could still run. Then two grown-ups stepped in front of the stable door, smiling proudly. "We'll keep you safe, Your Highness," one of them said. Dodo's throat went dry. He couldn't slip away now. Everyone was watching. Mina pushed through the crowd and touched his cape gently. "Dodo, please tell me this isn't true," Mina said. Dodo swallowed. The truth felt stuck in his throat like a lump. He wanted to confess. The mayor bowed deeply right then. "Your Highness, our best stable is yours," Mayor Pomegranate said. Dodo couldn't speak. Mina's eyes filled with worry. "This will get bigger. And it will hurt," Mina whispered. Before Dodo could be brave, hoofbeats thundered into the village at sunrise. A royal carriage rolled in. Two palace helpers unrolled a gold-sealed scroll. "By order of His Majesty, we welcome the visiting prince," one helper announced. "There is no," Mina began. The helper pointed, and there stood Dodo, still wearing the crown. Mina rushed to him, grabbing his mane gently, like she could hold him still with kindness. Don't go. Tell the truth now, Mina pleaded. Dodo's legs shook. If I tell the truth, everyone will laugh, he thought. They'll be angry. They'll never trust me again. So Dodo climbed into the carriage. Dodo, being special isn't worth a lie, Mina called. Then the carriage door shut. At the palace, tall gates creaked open. Trumpets played. The king's beard looked like a fluffy broom, and the queen smiled warmly. Welcome, prince, the king boomed. Dodo's chest felt tight. They think I'm someone they love, he realized. Servants brought apples on silver plates. Dodo tried to wave like a royal guest, but his hoof slipped, and he nearly wobbled over. He's different, a servant whispered, staring. A sleek palace cat walked in with shiny fur and sharp eyes. A prince donkey. How unusual, Sir Whiskers purred. Sir Whiskers hopped onto a table and tapped a big book with a paw. This is the royal visitor book, Sir Whiskers said. Guests write their names here. A feather quill lay beside it. Dodo stared at the quill like it was a scary snake. He couldn't write. Well? Sign, Sir Whiskers said, leaning close. Or everyone will know, he added softly. Dodo's ears twitched. His heart thumped so hard it felt loud. Just then, the king walked in, chuckling. Whiskers. No tests today. Our guest is tired, the king said. Sir Whiskers bowed, but his eyes stayed on Dodo like tiny flashlights. I will find out, Sir Whiskers murmured. And then the king clapped his hands. This afternoon, a grand parade for our prince, the king announced. Dodo's stomach dropped. A parade meant everyone would see him. Everyone would cheer. Everyone would believe the lie even more. Outside the palace walls, Dodo stood on a flower-covered platform, trying to smile. A voice cried from the back of the crowd. Dodo! Mina shouted. Mina pushed forward, cheeks red, eyes begging. Stop. Please. Mina cried. Dodo stared at her. Shame washed over him like cold water. He wanted to jump down and confess right there. Then the sky turned dark. A guard pointed upward. Storm, the guard shouted. Rain slammed onto the stones. Wind whistled. People squealed and ran. And then chaos began. The royal carriage, still decorated for the parade, started rolling downhill on the slick road. The driver slipped. The horses panicked. Inside the carriage sat Prince Leo, the queen's little nephew. Help! The carriage, someone screamed. The wheels skidded toward the old wooden bridge over the roaring river. The bridge groaned. A guard turned and pointed at Dodo. Your Highness, do something, the guard shouted. Dodo's hooves trembled. This wasn't pretend anymore. A real child was in danger. Dodo's mind flashed with one scary thought. If I run to help, everyone might see I'm not a prince. Then another thought rose stronger. But a child could get hurt. Dodo didn't choose the crown. He chose the child. He leaped off the platform and galloped through the rain. Dodo, be careful, Mina cried. Dodo reached the horses and shoved his shoulder against the carriage. Mud splashed. His legs shook, but he kept pushing. Hold the reins, a guard yelled. The wheels bumped the bridge edge. Crack. Mina covered her mouth. Dodo pushed harder than he ever had. I'm not a prince, he told himself. I'm Dodo. I carry heavy things. I can do this. With one final shove, the carriage slid sideways into a muddy patch instead of the bridge. Thump. It stopped. Prince Leo crawled out, shaking but safe. The queen ran to him, crying with relief. The crowd cheered, not for a crown, but for courage. Dodo stood panting, rain dripping from his nose. The crown slipped off and splashed into a puddle. For a moment, everything was quiet except the rain. Dodo took one shaky breath. He knew the truth had to come out now. Dodo brayed softly, lowering his head. Mina stepped beside him, gentle but firm. Are you sorry you pretended, Dodo? Mina asked. Dodo nodded. He says, I'm sorry I pretended, Mina told everyone. He wants to tell the truth. Mina lifted her chin and spoke clearly. He's not a prince. He's Dodo from Carrot Creek. He pretended because he wanted to feel special, Mina said. The crowd gasped. Dodo's chest felt tight again. He expected anger. The queen knelt in front of him. Dodo, pretending frightened us. Honesty matters, the queen said. Dodo stared at the ground. Then the queen hugged Prince Leo close and looked back at Dodo. But you also saved Leo. That was real bravery, the queen said. The king stepped forward. You are not a prince, the king said. Dodo flinched. And you do not need to be, the king continued. Today, you are a hero. Sir Whiskers blinked slowly. Truth always shows up, Sir Whiskers muttered. Later, by a warm fire, Prince Leo hugged Dodo's neck. You're my favorite because you're you, Prince Leo whispered. The next day, Dodo returned to Carrot Creek with Mina walking beside him. They returned the cape and crown to the palace helpers, and Dodo felt lighter with every step. At the market stand, nobody bowed. They simply smiled and called. Good old Dodo. Brave Dodo. Honest Dodo. Dodo promised himself something as clear as sunshine. Next time, truth first. Remember this. Lies can bring quick cheers, but they can also bring big trouble. Telling the truth can feel scary, yet it keeps trust strong and hearts calm. When you're honest, people can love the real you. If you enjoyed this story, give it a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more magical stories.